championship. Argentina have done it. They have won the Copa America.
Welcome into Fox Soccer Now's post-game show for the last quarterfinal in Copa America. It is 0-0 between Uruguay and Brazil. We have a few minutes left, and I'm Jimmy Conrad alongside Melissa Ortiz and Wes Morgan. This is all being presented to you by GEICO. Whatever you need, get more with GEICO. Now, this game has been crazy. Lots of fouls, more fouls than shots. We have a red card. We have a couple of yellow cards for each team, even though there probably should be 10 yellow cards on each side. Crazy game, very physical, very emotional. And yet no goals yet to be seen, Melly.
That is right. I mean, we've just seen back and forth the entire time, but also there's a lot of chippity-chippityness is what we like to say around here because there's just a lot of fouls, as Jimmy has said, and you really don't get to enjoy so much build-up play, so much tactical involvement just because there's so many fouls thrown left and right to try to stop any type of opportunity in attack. But all in all, I mean, still a good game, not going to lie.
It was entertaining.
It was entertaining.
I shouldn't have said otherwise or suggested otherwise.
Yeah, exactly. But we did expect something since Vinicius Jr. was not available for this match due to yellow cards. Endrick, we haven't really seen much out of him other than the big boys really showing him something. Welcome to Copa America. So that's really it. But keepers, all in all, haven't been tested as much as we expected.
Yeah, Darwin Nunez missed a good chance in the first half. Rafinha had a couple chances as well. Wes, I'm going to bring you into the conversation here because I found this fun stat. The passing accuracy in the first half between two teams were 72%, which is the worst of any half so far in Copa America, which really speaks to what Melly was saying, is they're just trying to break up the rhythm. There's no allowing of 10, 15, 20 passes in a row.
Yeah, neither team's been able to get any momentum, because every time there's been one or two passes, there's been a foul, there's been a break in play, and it's been difficult for both teams to, establish a foothold in the game. I think we built this game up to be a game that's going to have goals and chances, and it's been a tale of the defences. Both teams' defences have been solid. Limited chances for the opposition team, and yeah, it's not been much except for a lot of fight, a lot of tackles. I think 24 fouls from Uruguay. Brazil's had 12 fouls, and yeah, I'm surprised there's not been more yellow cards actually.
Yeah, only 2 for each side, and then 1 red card for Fernandez, who got one on a straight tackle from behind, straight showing the cleat on Rodrigo. He had to go on that one after they watched it on replay. It was a yellow initially, then they watched it and gave him a straight red, which was deserved. Now, I think what's interesting, too, is that kind of reminds me of France. We built up a couple games in the Euros, and they're all around France. France, Netherlands in the group stage is going to be the best thing ever. 0-0. Okay, France, Belgium is going to be the best thing ever. 1-0. France, Portugal is going to be the best thing ever. 1-0 in that game. And I think sometimes when you have two opponents who are so good, both in the tactics and the technique and the physicality and the mental, emotional side of the game, how they manage everything, this is what it looks like. Yeah. But it's not that it's not entertaining. It's just not leading to a lot of goals.
What did you say, Jimmy?
Get her some hot water, please.
What did you say? What's that? No, we have been hyping up a lot of these big squads and big teams, but when you compare even last night, Canada-Venezuela's game was so lit. That game was fire. And then you preview a game like this where you expect such, dynamism, so much energy, so much opportunity, so much flair even from the Brazilian side and the Uruguayan side. But then it's just really all about the aggressiveness and the fouls left and right, because at the end of the day, they're just trying to pull a result and give everything they got.
Yeah, this is playing out like a final, right? Really tight. Neither team wants to give each other any kind of space to play. So, Wes, you predicted 3-2.
I knew he was going to have to bring that up.
Wow.
Jimmy, why did you have to say that?
You're kind of close.
I don't know, you're off by about 5 goals.
You guys were excited when I predicted that.
I was, because that's what I wanted to see. But maybe they'll end that way in penalties. As a reminder, there's no extra time if it ends in a draw after 90 minutes. It goes straight to pens. So we got about 30 seconds left in this one. And I think this one's going to pens. I don't think that there's going to be any chance of a legitimate opportunity on goal. A lot of half chances, Wes, but nothing too clear-cut. Darwin Nunez, if he scores that header early in the first half, maybe. He's off the field now. He got subbed off. And then Rafinha had a couple good looks. I wonder if one goal would have really unlocked the rest of the game. Maybe we would have had that 3-2, but as it stands, it's 0-0.
Half chances, like I said. Nothing much besides that. Uruguay's had 11 shots on goal. 1 on target. Brazil, 6 shots at goal, 2 on target. So, yeah, it's game time now. It's penalties, so bit of a lottery, I like to say, when it comes to the penalties. I know they work on it in training and they prepare as best they can, but I think it's always time for the keepers to step up and be the hero.
I'm kind of wondering how many penalties we've seen now with both tournaments. The Summer of Stars here at Fox Soccer. So many good games.
5, I think.
5 or 6?
Yeah, I think so. I'm
having deja vu. I feel like I've been here before. I had Brazil winning. These two had Uruguay, so we'll have to wait and see who goes through after these pens. We're going to do the coin toss and all that. Get to see who goes first, which has been pretty important throughout.
There's that tackle.
Yeah, but there's a good look at all the fans who are ready to go. I kind of want that shirt in my life. Did everybody see that one? That was nice. Sparkles. I think bring out my eyes a little bit. Anyway, conversation for another time. The winner of this, though, takes on Colombia. And based on what we saw over these 90 minutes, I think Colombia runs both of these teams. I shouldn't say that's going pretty. I think it's going to be the same ultimately. It's going to be a feisty game, whoever they end up playing.
For sure. I mean, Colombia already got tested by Brazil, which inevitably ended up in a tie. Although I think Colombia deserved the win in that one. I mean, both teams are going to be great opponents. I think that if Colombia were to face Brazil again, it'd be almost a similar match that would play out. A lot of back and forth, high pace, high speed, build-up play, but also a lot of dangerous situations on both sides. If Colombia plays against Uruguay, I do see a much more aggressive, foul-driven play or 90 minutes playing out. I think just the style of Marcelo Bielsa, that high octane, but also in the defensive part, as soon as they lose possession, they step to pressure right away. And that's either by trying to regain possession or by drawing a foul. And that's ultimately, I think, when they go against a big opponent like a Colombia, like a Brazil, how they will try to make it to the final. So if I'm rooting for Colombia, which I am, I'd prefer to play Brazil again.
Interesting.
Yeah.
What do you think after seeing these 90 minutes? Which team do you think would challenge Colombia the most?
Yeah, Uruguay's my team to get to the final. But Brazil, without Vinny, are stuck in the game, had their moments, couldn't find a way to goal. Uruguay's probably disappointed me a little bit, with the form they've been in their group stages, scoring 9 goals. I thought this was going to be a goal fest. Obviously got it very, very wrong.
That's wishful thinking.
I think from Colombia's point of view, they prefer to probably play Brazil. I think matching up the styles of play, I think with the intensity that Colombia delivers, they'll probably run over Brazil a little bit. But yeah, Uruguay, Bielsa style football is difficult to match, and it could be a tricky one. But
yeah, their intensity, Bielsa's intensity and what he demands of his players is next level. But let's talk about these penalties now, Melly. So when I think about Brazil, Vinicius is out, right? Didn't play this game due to suspension. Rodrigo got subbed off. Rafinha got subbed off. Bruno Guimaraes got subbed off. I mean, they have a lot of big names that they would normally rely on to step up and take these shots. Now they're going to be going to somebody else. Now, I'm of the mindset and mentality that if you're Brazilian, you know how to take penalties, no matter which version you are. You can be the goalkeeper. I'm sure Alisson's amazing at taking pens.
Yeah.
So I'm not too worried about them, but maybe there'll be some lack of experience.
I'm just wondering which of these players is the first to do the run, the step up, the run up, the run step up to take the PK. That's what I'm waiting for.
The stop start? Oh, we're going to see a lot of stop starting.
You have Douglas Luiz, I think Paquetá there.
Endrick's still available.
Endrick's still available, which, to your credit, what you just said, a lot of inexperienced or young players about to have such a really nerve-wracking opportunity here, because that is one with a lot of pressure set on there, especially coming from a Brazilian team, a lot of country that holds a lot of weight, especially when it comes to the legends that have represented the Brazilian flag. So this is going to be a thriller, I believe, as a penalty kick competition at this point.
And as you said before, Wes, and one of the other penalties that we saw earlier today, it comes down to the goalkeepers. It's really just the moment which goalkeeper can step up.
Yeah, goalkeeper's going to be the heroes in this one. The pressure's on the penalty taker. All the goalkeeper can do is, try their very best. We see Emi Martinez, be the hero in one of the games so far. And now it's these keepers' time. It'd be interesting to see who comes out on top. It'd be interesting to see if a goalkeeper actually took a penalty. We've not saw that yet, have we?
I feel like they should. Every time I was on a team, the goalkeepers were actually one of the best at penalties because they practice on each other all the time. So I don't know why they don't take more of them, to be honest.
Yeah.
We're looking here at the coin toss. Let's see who wins it? Uruguay wins it. My assumption is that they would elect to go first, and that means Brazil goes second. Every team that we've seen take penalties so far, the first kickers ended up winning it, except for Canada last night. They went second and ended up winning that one against Venezuela. So, I don't know, maybe it's a little bit different in Copa America. Euros, whoever went first ended up winning. This is going to be a good one. Who can step up and make the big play? Who's going to step up and take the first penalty? It looks like it's going to be Fede Valverde for Uruguay. Ton of experience, plays for Real Madrid. Won a couple Champions League trophies with them. Gotta love the goalkeepers showing some respect for each other. This is hard. It's hard for them. Melly, who do you think has the edge between these two? I mean, they're both good goalkeepers. I think more people are familiar with Alisson.
Yeah, I was about to say that. You know, as soccer fans, and especially in the United States, more familiar with the Premier League and with Liverpool, we're definitely all more familiar with Alisson. But Rocher, I mean, still a really, really great goalkeeper. I'm not sure just how much he's been tested at this point on the Uruguay national team and penalty kicks, but as we just saw, it's still chippy, and both teams are already arguing even before the penalty kicks even start. So I see a lot of trash talking going on, like right now.
I don't think I've ever seen that, or haven't seen it recently, because I don't remember two teams getting after it before penalties have even started. Wes, have you seen anything like that?
Yeah, I just wondered why they stood so close to each other.
Yeah.
You know, so normally penalty takers or the penalty guys that are watching stand to the side of the circle in the middle.
All right, here's Fede Valverde going to be stepping up, trying to set the tone for the Uruguayans.
Oh, man.
Going first. See a lot of success here with the teams that go first. But we also saw Messi miss this first penalty the other day against Ecuador. Thankfully, he's got Emi Martinez on his team.
Will he do the Panenka?
I don't know. Will he Panenka? That would be kind of cool to see. All right, first one's up. Fede Valverde.
Oh, man.
Up against Alisson. Two of the best of the respective positions in the world, and Fede Valverde buries it to the left side netting.
That was great.
You'd love to see it, Fede Valverde. Well played.
That was
Very good penalty. There we go. We'll take a look at it right now. And Alisson even picked the right way. Couldn't get there.
Solid.
That's someone that knows what he's doing. All right, now we got Eder Militao, another Real Madrid player, stepping up, doing the long walk right now. Up to take the first penalty.
I feel like his pace is a little slow.
He is walking very slow.
Yeah.
I will say that we saw some center backs take some today for Switzerland, and that didn't end up working out for them.
He looks very relaxed.
He looks super relaxed, almost too relaxed.
Too relaxed. It's not
Almost
looking...
as relaxed as me after drinking hot water.
Is that what you call what you drink?
Hey.
All right, Eder Militao, here he comes.
Here goes.
Super cool. Doesn't look flustered at all.
No.
I think he's too casual, to be honest. Here we go.
No.
Stepping up. Can he match Fede Valverde? Oh, he's got the little run up. And he gets saved! That's what he gets for being too casual. He's too casual.
Too casual.
We can feel it.
Too cash. That's
Wow,
for sure.
that confidence, slight arrogance, I think worked against him there.
Yeah, I agree.
You'll see it right here.
Oh.
I mean,
It's a good save.
The power was fine there. This is a good save. Good save there. I don't mind his run up. He just did. He put it right in the wheelhouse of the goalkeeper, right at that good height.
Yep.
You like it down the middle, don't you, Jimmy?
I do. I'm a big down the middle fan. We only saw maybe twice so far in all the penalties we've seen in both tournaments. Rodrigo Bentancur plays at Tottenham in the Premier League, stepping up to take the second penalty for Uruguay. Can Alisson make a much-needed save? And he cannot.
Solid penalty.
Good quality penalty. We should also add that Uruguay are down to 10 players. They had that red card, so they played down a man for the last 15 minutes of the game. They're probably thrilled there wasn't 30 minutes of extra time, because they would have been worn out by the end of it. But there you get a good penalty there. Alisson, a little frozen. It's in his wheelhouse to potentially make that save too. Let's see who's stepping up for Brazil. And I can't. They're bent over right now. Brazilian fans looking a little distraught. Not all is lost.
Pereira.
This is Andres Pereira. Plays for Fulham in the Premier League. Let's see if he came on as a sub. Got those fresh legs. We saw England use that to great effect. Cole Palmer came on as a sub, made his. Trent Alexander-Arnold, here he goes. That's a crazy step up, and then he relaxes. And hey, you know what? I got plenty of time for that.
That's a good one. That was
I got plenty of time. You know what?
He's good.
I'm not the biggest fan of this run-up. It is something. There's a lot going on in this run-up, but Nice quality finish there. Vamos, porra, he's telling the fans, let's go. But he needs Allison to make a save at this point. Take a look at the run-up once again. Uruguay. I think this is Arrascaeta. Stepping up to number 10, cute as a button for Uruguay. He looks like he's half the size of Allison, so we'll see what can happen here. He's got a new haircut just like Wes, looking nice and sharp
I'm a little
here.
nervous.
Oh
My
he made it.
goodness. Woo.
But that was close.
Wow.
And Allison was almost there. Got Darwin Nunez, biggest cheerleader there on the sideline. Let's take a look at it. Oh, baby.
Wow.
I'm expecting Allison to get one of these penalties.
Wow. Yeah, you'd like to think Allison would do it at some point, right?
Seriously.
I think he fancies himself definitely to get one, but it's been good penalties so far.
Yeah, all good
close
pens.
to that one.
We got Douglas Luiz stepping up for Brazil. What's he going to do here? Making a move to Juventus.
He's a good penalty.
Leaving Aston Villa, going to Juve in Italy this summer. Whoa, he has got the death glare. Watch out. He's staring this goalkeeper down.
Straight down the middle type of.
Holy crap. This is I haven't seen this type of technique in a while.
I'm almost intimidated at this point.
Yeah. Look away. He's still staring him down. He's going. Now he takes a breath. I was like, is this guy going to take a breath? Is this guy human or a robot? Here we go. Will this work for him? Oh, he's got a little. Oh, that's a lot of steps. Oh, and he missed.
Oh my gosh.
And he missed.
Oh my
I don't know if
gosh.
staring down works.
Oh my goodness.
I made a decision for all of us. I don't think you should stare down the goalkeeper.
Nope.
It just took too long to think about it.
He took way too long. Oh, baby. Douglas Luiz, another sub that came on. It worked for England, not working for Brazil.
Oof.
If Uruguay score this, they book their ticket into the semifinal against Colombia, which would prove that Melly and Wes are right, and I am wrong in the prediction status. I had Brazil going all
Guys,
the
what
way.
is with this cameraman showing like all these women?
Yeah,
Do you guys notice it? I gotta call it out. Like, what in the actual F?
all right, so here comes Jimenez, who didn't start the game, only came on when Ronald.
I gotta say something.
All right,
Like, come on, dude.
got hurt with a hamstring injury.
Concentrate, bro.
This is to win it as captain. Oh,
Oh
saved!
my gosh!
Allison saved it.
Allison
Brazil
had to
are
save
still
one.
in it
Oh
with
my
a
goodness.
Had to
chance.
save one.
Wow, he had
Had to save
Had to
one.
save
He
one.
had to.
Jimenez, wow, wow. Oh, baby,
Wow.
right in his wheelhouse. Allison read him like a book.
Yeah, he
chapter
did.
1
Yeah, he
through
did.
10 there. He got every chapter.
The prefix and the
He got everything.
suffix.
And the bibliography at the end. Check the glossary, kids. He had that one covered as well. Here we go. Gabriel Martinelli, Arsenal player stepping up, needs to score this. If he doesn't, Brazil are out and Uruguay are in. Here we go. He came on as a sub as well. Came with the fresh legs.
No
2 subs
pressure.
have already missed.
Ooh, there's the other.
I like his warm. Yeah.
Oh, that was solid.
Listen.
That was solid.
Good,
That was
good. Hey,
solid.
good pen, good pen, good pen. Under pressure, too. Got a lot of time for that. Nice job. All right, Uruguay back at it right here. They have to make it to win. We'll take a look at Martinelli's penalty. Listen, a nice solid run up there. No goofing around, no 3,000 steps.
Yep.
Just run up and hit it, baby.
3,000 steps. Can we?
I'm going to do these little baby steps.
I wanna
and
do-
we're going to do little baby steps. And then we're going to do little baby steps. Here, come back to me. Yeah, and then... I'm tired of that crap. Let's just hit this. Just run up and kick it as hard as you can. Okay, Garte for the win. Here we go.
Come on.
Can he do it? Uruguay
Good solid PK.
is into the semifinals.
Wow, dude. This matchup.
Unbelievable.
I'm a wee nervous.
Brazil is out
Wow.
of Copa America. Wow. 26 times these two countries have played against each other in this tournament. And Uruguay haven't won since 1983. That is incredible. Congratulations to Marcelo Bielsa and Uruguay for getting into the semifinals. They're fired up. Their fans are fired up. Hugs for everybody. Wow, Bielsa. Unbelievable. After winning all 3 of their group games for the first time in their history in Copa America,
Wow. Tears.
they are now into the semifinals against Colombia. That should be a great game.
It
I'm
will
looking
be.
forward to that one. So our semifinals are set. The final 4 is set, led by the Godfather, Marcelo Bielsa. Wes, your thoughts on Uruguay?
Yeah, Uruguay wasn't at their very best, not at that goal-scoring threat that they've had throughout the group stages. But they've done enough. You know, they had the sending off. Luckily, it was at that time of the game, 75th minute, which could have hampered them if it was a bit longer. But they dug deep, survived to the end, and then took it to the penalties. And it was excellent on the penalties. So, yeah, well deserved.
Yeah, we'll take a look at it. Ugarte scoring the winner here. Ton of composure. You love to see it. And Brazil had half a chance, but they missed too many penalties there. But let's talk about the 90 minutes, because that's ultimately where the game was won or lost. This is a coin flip when you get to pens.
Yeah.
Did Brazil do enough for you to be the winners in this one? I felt like a draw felt like a fair result.
Yeah.
I'm just hoping to see a few more goals.
I'm not sure, you know, the draw seemed like the fair result, given both squads were just back and forth, very aggressive, committed so many fouls. Any type of build-up play that was created was quickly stopped by either opponent on the foul or by trying to regain possession in any way or form. Now, would it have made the difference if Vinicius Jr. would have played tonight? I absolutely think so. You know, it lacked that type of flair. It lacked that type of dynamic, speed, dangerous chance creator, especially from that outside. And when he cuts in, I think that Endrick just didn't perform the way that he probably had wanted to, or that we all expected to. And of course, he was in the striker role, and you know, whether it was Rafinha or Rodrigo, I don't think Brazil expected to perform to anybody's expectations. But it was really hard because Uruguay really limited anything from them. So, yeah, Brazil's probably walking away from this tournament not happy with their performance, all in all.
Well, Brazil also struggling in World Cup qualifying. They're currently in 6th and got only 7 points out of 6 games. So they got to figure that out. We'll see if Dorival stays as coach. Right now, after Carlo Ancelotti decided he didn't want to be the Brazilian coach, they brought in Dorival, and now you wonder if they think he's the guy that's going to lead them forward. Kind of curious to see how they handle that situation. But let's talk about Vinicius Jr. If he had played tonight, do you think Brazil had enough then to get past Uruguay?
Well, with Vinny in the team. Oh, I was looking at some pictures there.
Oh, man.
With Vinny in the team, he's the difference maker. You know, he can win games by himself. He's had a terrific season for Real Madrid. He started to grow into the tournament. He got his brace. And I felt if he did play, he could have been the key difference. It's a tight game. You know, Uruguay done what they could to stop the momentum from Brazil. Made it scrappy, made it difficult. And, yeah, Vinny in the team, he can be the difference. But he wasn't in the team, so it's difficult to say. Like you said earlier, Jimmy, you know, a 0-0 is probably a fair result over the 90 minutes.
Let's go, wow! Jimmy!
Let's go, dude. What's up? How are you? Yeah. Fox Talker now for life.
What is going on? Oh, what is going on?
Yes. We have our first super fan. I absolutely love that.
Whoa, Jimmy.
Well,
You tell me you're so famous around here, dude.
well, I was hoping it was going to be a streaker, but he had clothes on, so
What just
we
happened?
got to work towards it. We're getting close.
I got a little scared there.
Wow, that was awesome. That was
Guys,
good energy there.
Fox, we're going to have to up on the security around here. Oh, my God.
What the
Now I know how Cristiano Ronaldo
I'm
feels.
stunned a little bit. What's going on?
Where was someone about to tackle them?
I don't know.
What
I just want to see the end result of that selfie. Hopefully they can post it
just happened?
and tag us at Fox Soccer.
Oh,
I don't even know what we
God.
were talking about at this
Me
point.
neither.
Vinny.
What just
Yeah,
happened?
Vinicius Jr. So Uruguay.
Yes.
Now Colombia's playing Uruguay. Let's get reset.
Okay.
So Colombia's playing Uruguay.
All right. Yeah.
Based on what you've seen from them throughout this tournament, do they give you some concern as a Colombian?
Yeah, absolutely. I said it even before this game started. If there was either teams to go against, I would have chosen Brazil. Uruguay is definitely going to complicate a lot of things for Colombia. Why are we laughing still?
Let's go back to what's happened.
Is your guys' heart racing? Because mine is.
Yeah, that was a little unexpected, but that was fun. All right, so what were you saying? You said you were worried about him? Or not?
Yes, I did, Jimmy.
Let's get to highlights of this game. Even though it's 0-0, there's still plenty of chances to talk about in this last quarterfinal. And there is a good look at Endrick, who played the full 90 minutes. And Artie, doing a good job at taking advantage of his body position to draw a foul early on in this one. Wes, what would you rate Endrick's performance in this? First start, 17-year-old, wearing the number 9 shirt for Brazil.
Yeah, first start, 17-year-old. It's always going to be difficult. Number 9 by yourself, up against 2 solid centre-halves. He did what he could. He had his moments. He got himself some positions where choices could have been better. There, he should have probably went for goal.
Yeah, he should have been more selfish, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
He finds himself in a great spot. I know he's left-footed, prefers his left. He could have taken it with his left over to his right, Wes, and maybe Brazil goes up 1-0 there.
Sometimes those decisions are what makes the difference in a game. But yeah, that was an opportunity for him, opportunity for Brazil.
What a chance for Darwin Nunez. We said before the game, kind of as a joke, that he's going to get a couple chances and he probably won't take them. But he proved us right on this one. But what a cross this is. And in fairness, this ball's coming in pretty hot. I think he jumped a little bit too early and then tries to make an adjustment, Melly.
He did. It was a good effort. He did jump a little bit too early because when the ball did hit him, his motion and his momentum wasn't quite there for the neck movement. So it hits his shoulder and just goes right over the crossbar.
And then on the ensuing play, Rafinha with a hell of a touch inside does very well to get this shot off, and what a save by Sergio Rochette. He made some big saves tonight. The timely saves, I think that's what you need. And then it's getting a little chippy here, but very similar to what we saw in the Colombia game between James Rodriguez and Lucho Diaz. Rafinha trying to get in behind, Rochette again making the save. Good alert goalkeeping there. You're going to need a good goalkeeper to win anything of consequence. We'll see it once again. That was right before halftime. And then we're going to get into this red card, Wes. Break it down for us. This is a red for you, yeah?
Yeah, this is horrible to watch back. On the slow motion replays, really gives the detail on how bad the shot, the tackle is. I'm not sure what is it Nandez, his name? Yeah, Nandez. I'm not sure what he's thinking. You just late on the challenge.
It's hard to watch.
It is hard to watch. Rodrigo somehow didn't get stretched off. But looking back on that, his ankle's properly twisted and pushed to the side. Definite red card for me.
Yeah, once you see it on replay too, it's undeniable. So then the game goes into penalties. Manuel Ugarte steps up to win it for Uruguay, and he does. And now Uruguay are vomoing their way into the semifinals.
I like that.
Against Colombia. And then the winner of that game will go on to take on the winner of Argentina-Canada. So let's get into some extra coverage, as we like to call it. Sponsored by GEICO. Whatever you need, get more with GEICO. And what we're going to do is we're going to talk about it's our player of the quarterfinals. But we get to pick from both tournaments, okay? So, Wes, I'm going to come to you first. You're going to go with, I think you're going back over to Euro 2024. And who are you going with who's your player of the quarterfinal really stepped up?
There's a few players in the quarterfinals that I've noticed, but Dani Olmo, for me, his performance for Spain, once he came on, was fantastic. Didn't start the game, and Pedri got injured, came on very early in the game, so that's always difficult to try and get into the game. But yeah, he was determined. As soon as he came on, this goal here is down to his timing of the run and the timing of the pass. He took it very well. Sometimes you snatch at those chances, but he just guided it into the bottom corner. And he had an involvement in the winner goal on the 119th minute. Great cross in and striker there. Moreno has finished it and took Spain to the semi-finals. It's a fantastic goal and fantastic performance.
Yeah, it's a good choice. I'm a big Dani Olmo fan. I am going to go with the coach. I'm going to go Jesse Marsch. Yes, I know I'm a little biased. He's a friend of mine. What?
It's a little biased.
It's a little biased. However, this is the first time that Canada have been in the Copa America, and they get to the semifinals, which is ridiculous. They got through a tough group, which included Argentina, who they lost to. Then they got a result against Peru 1-0, and yeah, they had the benefit of a red card. And then they played Chile, and yes, they had the benefit of the red card. They got a draw on that one. Saw it into the next round of the quarterfinals, take on Venezuela. And here you get to see the Canadian Messi, Jacob Schaffelberg, get a goal. They end up giving one back, but they win in penalties. And they book their ticket to the semifinals. And I think that's in large part to what Jesse has done in a short period of time, getting them organized, giving them a playing style that is exciting to watch, fun to watch. I think Venezuela-Canada was maybe one of the games of the tournament. It was so wide open and so fun. So more of that, please. Though I don't know if we're going to see it when they take on Argentina. because Argentina are really good. But I want to give a shout out to Jesse Marsh and just Canada overall. Really pleased to see them be one of the CONCACAF representatives and the only CONCACAF representative in the semifinals. So shout out to Jesse and the squad from up north. And how about you?
I'm excited for that matchup, Jimmy, but I'm going with James Rodriguez, hence why I had to get the hat out in representation for Los Cafeteros, and especially for this playmaking magic, Mr. Glorious set-piece taker, ball server, because this pass right here is just Picardía 101, Streetwise 101, Shithousery 101, even if you want to put it like that, because they were not expecting this. Panamanians were not expecting this, and you just see it. Quick restart, catch them off guard, and that ball right to Luis Diaz was just straight up golden, in the finish, of course, too. But James Rodriguez throughout this entire tournament has been absolutely spitting fire. His services on set pieces, whether they're corner kicks, whether they're free kicks, just the pace and the precision that he has in each and every one of those services is absolute brilliance. And then the confidence that he has in this brilliant PK, upper 90. And then, of course, that's just in set pieces and when the ball is stopped. When the ball is rolling, when the ball is playing in game, the way that he has so much vision to connect with his teammates, the runs off the ball, the timing, the pace, the movements, it's all just been so glorious to even witness, and I'm just spitting up poems out of my mouth at this point. But
he's played so well. We have about 18,000 highlights of just James Rodriguez.
Literally. He's the first Colombian to have 5 assists at any major tournament, so he's already legendary in the making. And at this tournament specifically, he's the first to hit 5 goal involvements at the Copa America ahead of Lautaro Martinez and Salomon Rondon.
Yeah, there's just some pretty good players. James, right now, for me, the favorite to win player of the tournament in Copa America. And speaking of Copa America, I added an end to that.
I like that.
Just to make sure people are paying attention. Let's take a look at the bracket. Yeah, it's like an Italian slant on the Copa America.
No, you're like Uruguayan at this point, or you're Argentinian.
You know what? I can be whatever you need me to be. Just pick your nationality, and I'll be that for you. But here is the bracket. We got Argentina taking on Canada and Colombia taking on Uruguay. There is a third-place game that's happening in this competition. Doesn't exist in the Euros, but it does exist here. And hopefully, that could be a good one, too, depending on who ends up making it to the final. But let's talk about semifinal number 1 on the left side. Wes, I'll come to you. Who do you think has the edge between the defending champions, Argentina, with arguably the world's best player, or definitely the world's best player, and Leo Messi, and then Canada?
I think it's only fair to give Canada a mention first. You know, to get to the semi-finals is fantastic. To get to this, considering their group as well, you know, they've done wonders. Put it up against Argentina.
Yeah.
You know, defending champions, some of the best players in the world play for them. I think there's only one team you can choose on this one, I think. Sorry, because I know you're Jesse Marsh.
No, I get that. I appreciate that apology. Getting ahead of it there, Wes. But I do think that this game is going to be interesting because they've already played against each other in this tournament. And if all the chances had been scored in that game, I think it would have been 7-2 in favor of Argentina.
Yeah.
And I wonder how each team adjusts, knowing that they've had that 90 minutes already under their belt. Of course, the obvious answer is Argentina, but I do think this Canada team definitely feeling like they're playing with house money at this point. And because they haven't given up a goal yet in the first half of any of the games that Jesse Marsh has been in charge, I wonder what the approach is for both of these managers.
Right. Is it, you know, quick to press? Is it Jesse Marsh's style of playing, his tactic? Just dynamic, what he influences to his team? Is it too risky to do that against an Argentinian team? Because if they are too high, they're going to get out of position. But Argentinian Messi against Canadian Messi? Guys,
that's what we're here for.
That's what we're here for.
I love it.
I'm going to give it more to Argentinian Messi.
That's fair. I respect it. Okay, let's talk about the other semifinal then, Colombia versus Uruguay. And I'll come to you first. Trying to be as unbiased and as unemotional as possible.
What are you talking about? I'm not
just in general.
I'm not being biased.
Who do you think has the edge? I mean, Colombia comes in this 27 games unbeaten. So when you think about it like that, they should be the one. And they were fantastic against Panama.
Yeah.
They got to rest some players, which I think makes a difference. And they didn't have maybe the physicality that Uruguay faced against Brazil.
Totally. And look, if I take this hat off and this jacket off right now, and I'm just, you know, being neutral as possible and really analyzing these two opponents, I got to give it to Colombia. Guys, I'm trying to be as serious as possible. I really am. I'm being serious. Gosh, why don't you believe me?
No, we believe you. Sure, keep going.
No, I really do think Colombia has the upper hand. Why? Because, 27 games unbeaten so far. And not just little minnows here. We're talking about even before the Copa America. They're beating giants, European giants, and they get into this tournament, and they're performing so good. Look, maybe one of the hardest teams that they played against so far is, in this tournament, Brazil. Deserve the win, but yes, they got a draw out of it. But I just think that in the attack, they're so dangerous. They're so composed. They have so much confidence, and their movements on and off the ball are just so great. And then defensively, where I do think that's where Uruguay can press them. I still do think that defensively they've been pretty strong. Uruguay, on the other hand, has lacked a little bit of something. I know they've had a strong performance in group stage, but if Darwin Núñez isn't on his A game, the team's not on their A game. They're not really scoring as much as expected, although 7 players have scored in total for the Uruguayan side. But goes to show, a game like today against Brazil, that's the opportunity that needs to be buried in the back of the net, and he didn't. He didn't score. So yeah.
I wonder. I'm sure the Colombian coaching staff is watching the game between Uruguay and Brazil and taking notes as to how to kind of stifle the attack. How do you slow down this energy and intensity that Uruguay has? Uruguay has made barely any changes to their starting 11 throughout this tournament. I feel like at some point they're going to get tired. Maybe it's against Colombia. We'll have to wait and see. I still think Colombia has the advantage, and I think they have been playing better. And I honestly, when they beat Spain in the March friendly back in London, I was like, okay, this Colombia team has a little something more than the stuff I had been seeing, even though they had been doing well in World Cup qualifying. So I'm excited to break down that game. That should be a lot of fun. But let's take a look at the Euro bracket. And let's swing back into what happened earlier today. The semifinals are set for Euro 2024, and those are 4 giant teams that are left competing in this one. We got Spain versus France and Netherlands versus England. Let's talk Spain-France first. Wes, I'm coming to you. Who has the edge in this game?
Yeah, France, we're just waiting for them to emerge and be the France that we know. With all their players they've got on their squad, they've not performed, they've not scored a real goal yet, you can say. But they're in the semi-finals, you know, they're in a place where they've got the opportunity still. Spain have been terrific, you know, last game, especially against Germany, was a fantastic game. Against Georgia, run them over. The edge on this game, I'm going to have to give it to Spain, just because of how they performed leading up to this point. But you just can't write off the French, you know, they've got so much in there. Like Mbappe is not really, we've not seen the Mbappe yet, so he needs to step up. And it's these type of games when it really counts. You see the best players come and be the players that we know they can be.
Yeah, I think on the balance, Spain is definitely the hottest team, the best team, the more balanced team of anybody in the competition. But then I think about France. Got to the final of the Euro in 2016, won the World Cup in 2018. We're goofing around in the last Euros when they had a 3-1 lead over Switzerland, gave up that 2-goal lead and then lost in penalties. Then they got to the World Cup final in 2022. I mean, this is a team that has a core and a DNA of winning and a ton of talent to get there. And in this particular tournament, they somehow find themselves in the semifinal without actually playing all that well. And that, I think, makes that a scary proposition. And I don't know how much everybody buys into the favorite mentality or being the underdog. But walking into this game, now France has been the favorite in every other game. But in this one, Melly, I feel like they walk in where now, to Wes's point, Spain's probably the better and more informed team. Yep. And I wonder if they can use that to their advantage.
Yeah, that's what we'll be expecting to see. I don't think France's performance so far in this Euro has been convincing. It's been way below than convincing just because they really haven't scored much. Even when we think about their big players, you see Mbappe, since his nose break, it really has affected in some way or form his game. Just looks a bit uncomfortable, like it's stuck in his head. But I think when it comes down to the midfield pairing, I think Spain definitely outplays the French midfield.
All right. I respect it. We look forward to that game as well. Those are happening on Tuesday. Let's take a look at the other semifinal, Netherlands versus England. Both of these opponents played today. Well, they played in their respective quarterfinals today. But let's break it down. Who has the edge in this one, Wes? Do you think it's the Dutch who survived a tough game against Turkey had to come from a goal down to win that one? Or is it England's who had to go to penalties to beat Switzerland?
Yeah, England's going to definitely find it tough. You know, looking at the Netherlands-Turkey game in the second half in particular, Netherlands were unbelievable, you know. Really attacked the goal with purpose. First off, Turkey was on fire, gave it their all. But in the end, I think the quality of the Netherlands shone through. With the England team, they're leaving it late, you know. They're taking it right to the wire every single time. The big players haven't stood up yet. There's enough of opportunity for them to stand up and be that person that we know they can be. The Fodens, the Bellinghams, the Kanes. Saka stepped up today. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to give it to Netherlands.
You got the Netherlands?
Whoa.
Did I hear that right?
Wait, what just happened?
Wes is trying to do a reverse jinx. He's England all day, every day, and he chooses the Netherlands.
What did you just say out of your mouth?
Yeah. Just on today's performance.
Wait, guys, he's under the influence. He did have a shot of aguardiente. He had like 3 cookies at this point. And he had hot water. I don't know, are you a little flustered?
Yeah, I'm just gonna be honest.
I appreciate that.
Yeah,
well, I asked you to be unemotional and unbiased.
That's
and
true.
That's where Wes is coming from.
I respect that.
So he's got Spain, Netherlands in the final.
Respect.
Wow. How about you, though? How do you think that game is going to shake out?
The Netherlands-England game?
Yes.
I think that some way or some form, squeaky booty England is going to squeak their way through. I do think, whether it's down to PKs or a last-minute or goal. That's how I see it playing out.
All right. I have England versus Spain on my bracket that we did once the knockout rounds began. And so I'm going to just ride with that because I like being right. Okay, let's take a look now at the selfie that I took with the streaker. It's been posted online.
Oh my gosh.
Thanks for letting me crash the show.
That is amazing.
Shout out to Jacko. Look how excited he is. It looks like the security is about to punch him in the face, but he got the shot. Look at that. Our first streaker on Fox Soccer Now. Welcome anytime, Jack.
I just hope if more streakers get motivated to come, they're not naked. That's all I'm asking for.
That's true.
Just be dressed, please.
That's absolutely true. All right, as we do here. Okay,
what's next to me?
It's the punishment wheel.
It's the punishment
Melly
and
got
you
an
are
exact
doing it.
score earlier. I'm doing it.
I mean,
Wes is doing it.
I haven't been on the show.
That's true.
That's true.
Come on, Wes. He was ready for that. Jimmy's
Let's go.
There's only a lower third that says I spin the punishment wheel.
You're spinning it. You're spinning it.
What?
Oh, yeah, it's already there.
I'm getting
it's
railroaded here.
Oh, yeah. It's already in the graphics and everything.
All right.
All right, here we go.
Okay. So here are my options, everyone. I've got every goal of the day workout. And I'm not afraid of that. We got wear a rival jersey. TikTok trends. I can shake my hips. I can take a shot of the good stuff that Wes has been sucking down today. We got the hot chip challenge. I have no idea what that is, but it sounds awesome. British accent show. And that's pretty much it.
All right, here we go.
Here we go. No whammies, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies,
Get him a
no
good one.
whammies.
Get him a good one.
Stop!
Oh, so close. Oh!
TikTok trends.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay, which one are we doing?
Ooh.
I don't know. Which one are we doing?
Which one are
We haven't hit this one yet.
That's a good
All
one.
right, it's going to be on the screen, so we got to move out of the way.
Okay. So it's going to be over here, and I have to mimic it.
Yep, you do.
Oh, this is going to be...
I can't. Oh, here we go. Oh.
Oh, what? So I have to do what Nico Williams and Lamine Yamal are doing? Right now. Wait, hold on. Wait, I got to see it. I got to see it again. Can't... Ooh, I can do that, maybe. No, I don't know.
No, you
got to
do the beginning. You got to do the beginning. There,
Wait.
Ready? Go.
Hold on. What am I...
Wait, they're still going.
Oh. Okay, I'm good. I nailed that. Thank you very much. I'll take all the claps here, please. Claps. Thank you. And now it's time for every goal of the day. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
I feel
Actually,
bad
not
for your
tomorrow.
daughters.
We'll see you in a couple days. Peace out. Thanks for watching Fox Soccer Now.
I'm embarrassed for your family.
Switzerland, and they can touch their first ever semi-final now. Got to find a way through there already. Issues trying to cause any problems. Saka goes for goal and scores a stunner. England are back level, and it's sensational from Saka.
Can reload, but Britain's struggling. Takiani! Akainen got big back stick! And this ebullient nation! Shelby. This Depay smashing header! Dutch equaliser! Stefan de Vrij! 1-1!
Second game in a row where set pieces are to the fore in a game involved.
Weghorst, Simons, Dumfries. It's small home, and from behind, the Netherlands lead. Cody Gakpo right on the line.
Do well here. Another good delivery and a flick header in. Right on cue. A stunning corner kick to the far post. In the competition, he's already set up the opening goal, and he scores a second, an emphatic penalty for one of the stars of Copa America so far, and Colombia absolutely rolling here early on. 2-0.
Now it's starting to get a little bit on the chippy side right before the half. That's just...
And the ball in behind, Luis Diaz scores! The Panama back three, caught napping, Diaz in behind, and this time he shows a clinical edge. That's a good run from Munoz. Now he gets forward, 2 goals already. Munoz putting back, goes down inside the area, and that effort goes in anyway. I'll have the referee blow the whistle. Up against Mosquera, stood a step one, and he seals it 5. On the day, a 5-star display. Colombia have sent a message to Uruguay and Brazil who play later today. They are waiting for them in Charlotte.